you want to know which movies to see? Then you, my friend, are in the right place. This is UK Full Stop. I am the Duke of Peckham, your film reviewer extraordinaire. So I've been very, very excited for part 3 of Shiro's story by Rapman. I saw the original 2 parts not too long ago and was really excited when I heard that there was going to be a part 3. So when it did drop, although it took me about a day or 2 to watch it, I was very much looking forward to it. And I must say, I'm slightly disappointed. I thought the first 2 parts were really good. I thought the story told was really good. I thought the lyrics that went with it was so good as well. I almost feel like the twists and turns that came with being Shiro in those first 2 stories, I felt for him. I legit felt for him, because I've heard stories like his, not to his extreme, but I've heard stories like his before, so I did feel for him. Now, going into this part 3, you know, considering what happened at the end of part 2, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody just in case you haven't seen it yet, but, you know, considering what happened at the end of part 2, I thought, you know, for once the good guy has he's kind of got away, he's kind of got what he wanted at the end of the day. It took some twists and turns and a bit of backstabbing, but he did what he had to do. Now with part 3, obviously it was a huge deal. It's blown up all over the streets and in the community, in the culture, and I do feel like Rapman and maybe his team felt that he had to go big, go hard with this. And I almost feel like it's now him doing that has kind of ruined what made it good in the first place. I feel like there was too many characters that have now come into it, and it's diluted from the main story. In fact, I've even just thought of the best show that I can compare this to, Empire. So Empire Season 1, let's say Shiro's story Part 1 and 2, was Empire Season 1. Absolutely brilliant. Told a great story. But I was riveted. I watched it episode by episode. And I thought it was fantastic. Season 2, though, because it blew up, everybody wanted to be in it, and it diverted away from the main story, and it diluted it as well. So by the time you've watched it, you've had enough of the cameos and you just want to get back to the story, but the story isn't as strong as it was from what you've seen before, and even it became predictable. And that's not necessarily a bad thing in terms of telling stories in a drama, but I think when you've set up the first 2 parts with all the twists that came, the third one, just being able to tell what was going to happen minutes before it did, it kind of ruined it for me. And I think for me, I would have preferred it to end at part 2. Gotta still give full credit to Rapman and his team, because what he's done is fantastic. Like, the internet streets are still buzzing about it, and definitely you should watch it. Your opinion will probably differ from mine totally, but I just feel like part 3 was 1 part too many, and I think part 2 should have been the end of it, and that's about all I can say on it. But by the looks of it, there will be a part 4, so we will sit and eagerly wait for it. If you would like me to review your short film or visual piece, then send a DM to @UKFullStop, that is @UKFullStop, or to myself personally @Duke of Peckham, that is @Duke of Peckham.